My name is Sanna Pekkola and I come from Finland, from Lappeenranta University of Technology, where I'm working as a senior researcher.
Our first question is, after all your experience and research, which are the main challenges that you think organizations face today when trying to implement a performance management system?
I think it's time, resources, because people in companies are very busy, and when you design measures, you need time to analyze how to collect data, how to use data. So you have to use the time for that. So people don't have time in the companies. So I think it's the main challenge in these cases where I have been working these years.
So do you think this makes people more reluctant to the idea of implementing a performance management system? They don't want to implement it because it's time consuming?
No, I think they want, but they don't have still time because it's time consuming process. So you need to think these things before you start to use the measures, and it takes the time to decide who is collecting data, where to collect data, or software support, these kind of things. So I think it's there the challenge in using these measures and of course develop the measures.
We are very interested in assessing every year the state of performance management as a discipline. So can you please tell me if you have noticed through your research any kind of trends, important trends for 2014?
Actually, I have studied in the performance measurement in a collaborative network level. So I have interested on that theme. And it's important because nowadays more and more firms cooperate between each others. So you have to design and use some measures to ensure that this whole network is efficient and outcome is good for it's that worthwhile to cooperate between these companies.
If you were to give 3 pieces of advice for companies that are about to implement a performance management system, which would be these advices in order to help them have an efficient and effective performance management system?
I think the target is most important. You have to clear target for your business, where to go, and after that it's easier to define the success factors for the business and to measure these success factor. I think the target is the first one, and then you have to use time for this process and do it good. You have to analyze very detailed the situation of your firm and what kind of processes you have in there and what kind of indicators you need for these processes. So it takes the time, but still you have to good view of your operations and how to use these measures. I think it's important. One thing is I want to say to firms that think how to use this information. If you just measure and don't use this information, so why you measure? So you have to do this transformation to the management about this information.
What do you think about the need to align the performance management system to all levels of the organization?
I think, as I said earlier, that the target is important. You have to strategic level target, and you have to operate it in the operational level, and after that to the people individual level, and like that, everything is aligned with the strategy, and so it's easier to measure and easier to use this measurement information and make the decision through this information. So, yeah.
Do you know any examples of companies that you could recommend to be looked at due to their results and due to their approach to performance management?
Yes, actually, for example, I have studied in the firm who produce kitchen fitments, and it's a good example because they have studied and designed and implemented the measures and reconstructed these measurement systems and use actively they measures, and based on the information they have able to change their operation that they more efficient nowadays and make the decisions by using that information. So it's not anymore that I think it's my opinion. Now you have the information, what you interpret and analyze and learn from that and make the decision based on the measurement information.
So that would be it.
Okay, thank you.